Hey everyone, I am sure you remember our previous 3 sessions on algebra. The introduction, then we learned about algebraic expressions. We also learned addition and subtraction between them by taking simple example of stationary items. So let's go a step further and learn something more in this last session on algebra, that is multiplication between two expressions. And for that, let's again take a simple example. Sheena knows that the price for a chocolate is 10 bucks. Then how much she will be charged for 5 chocolates? Well, it's very simple. She will simply add 10 bucks 5 times and thus will pay 50 bucks for 5 chocolates. Now if Sheena wants to buy 45 chocolates, then to know the total amount payable, she will go on adding 10 bucks 45 times, right? Isn't this a little tedious and time consuming? Yes, but don't worry, we have an easy way too. Friends, understand that here we have added 10 5 times. Therefore, we also write this as 5 multiplied by 10, which again gives us the same answer, that is 50. So basically multiplication is done when we need to add the same thing more than once. Now suppose next day Sheena left her home again to buy chocolates, but she has not yet decided how many she is going to buy and is even clueless about the price for each chocolate. So can you tell how will she calculate the final amount that is needed to pay the shopkeeper? It's easy, as price for the chocolate and the number of chocolates to be purchased is unknown. Then for that, she can take the unknown numbers x and y respectively and will multiply. So the final payable amount will be x multiplied by y. Now some day later, Sheena's brother Sam went to buy chocolates. When he reached the shop, he got to know that the price for the chocolate has now been increased by 2 bucks per chocolate. Since x was the old price, so the new price will be x plus 2 bucks. And if he will buy y number of chocolates, then the total amount to be paid is x plus 2 multiplied by y. Okay, but our job is not yet done here. We have to think about ways of simplifying or solving such an expression. Note that here x, 2 and y are all positive. First we multiply x with y and then again 2 with y while taking their respective signs in consideration. Therefore, this can again be written as xy plus 2y. So if you have noticed, we have just learned to multiply a binomial with monomial. But have you ever thought why we follow this pattern only to multiply expressions? So let's again go back to our example. Suppose the price of the chocolate X was 3 bucks. Then if the shopkeeper is saying it's now increased by 2 bucks, so the new price will be 5 bucks, right? And let's say Sam wants to buy 8 chocolates. Then total payable amount is 8 multiplied by 5, that is equal to 40 bucks. Now let's solve this by this pattern and check if we can get the same answer. We have got the same answer. I'm sure we have understood things seen so far. Let's take a different scenario and learn more. Suppose Sam has changed his mind and decided to return 5 chocolates to the shopkeeper. Then how many do you think he is left with now? If we remember, previously he had y number of chocolates. After he returns 5, now he will be having y minus 5 chocolates. So the total payable amount would be x plus 2 multiplied by y minus 5. Now how to simplify this? Again, please note that here x, 2, y are all positive and only 5 is negative. So we first multiply x with y minus 5, then 2 is multiplied by y minus 5 again, and as we just learned, we multiply x with y, again x with negative 5, same way this. So x into y is xy, x multiplied by minus 5 will be negative 5x, 2 multiplied by y will be simply 2y. Now 2 into negative 5 will be negative 10. And this is our final expression. So friends, before multiplying any expressions, always remember that the sign before each term plays a very important role. Let's solve one more example to understand the multiplication between expressions better. Multiply x plus 5 and x square minus 3x plus 2, this trinomial. Well, we know that trinomial means an expression with 3 terms. So here too we first multiply x with each term of this trinomial. Then the sign given, again we multiply 5 with each term of this expression. I am sure you understood all the points which we should remember while multiplying expressions. So why don't you try further steps by your own? Let me also tell you, your final expression should look like this. So do it and check if you have done all these steps correctly. And yes, do comment us your result in the below comment box. So friends, with this, we have now covered the basics of algebra. Soon we'll be back with a new session which will deal with problems on algebra. So till then, keep watching, keep learning with Let's Do It.